I got my hair braided yesterday, and it just reminded me why I never get my hair braided. So let me tell you what happened.
Good morning, guys. I'm on here to address a video that was made about me yesterday. Before I start, anything that I say in this video has already been pre-discussed with the client, but I just wanted to clear up everything that was said in the video.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Cynthia here, and guys, in today's video we're going to be looking at another client and hairstylist drama. The streets have actually been quiet in that aspect, but again guys, another one has surfaced. Now in today's video we're going to be looking at a client that expressed her awful experience from a stylist named Big Harvey. Now the client's name is Jelly. Now, not just did she express her discomfort, the hairstylist also came out to clear her name. Guys, it was really messy. But yes, let me not talk too much. Let's just get right into this video.
I got my hair braided yesterday, and it just reminded me why I never get my hair braided. So let me tell you what happened. My appointment's at 8 o'clock. I get a hey boo text around 7:30 asking to reschedule to 8:30. Cool. Whatever. I expected that, honestly. Pull up at 8:30. She pulls up in a sports bra, a robe, some sweatpants, and some slippers. Cool. Anyways, pull up. It's in a little hair studio, whatever. She gets started. Not a single word from her. Not a single word from her. When she first greeted me at the door, I said hi first. She said hi, good morning. Nothing else after that. No conversation, nothing. Silence. I'm like, cool, whatever. She starts. This much gel for one section of hair. Doing like this on my scalp. Slathering that shit. Copious amounts of gel. And I'm pretty sure the gel she used is made for fucking retwist for locks, because it smelled like manly. It smells like cologne. It smells like a masculine scent. And she put so much that's all my hair smells like. Cool. Around halfway through the appointment, her friends start coming in. It's like other girls that work at the studio, I'm assuming. Come in. I'm seated right here. She's behind me doing my hair. Her friends are two friends came in. Her friends were sitting right in front of me. Her friends don't greet me, of course. Cool. So I'm just sandwiched in this conversation that I do not want to be in. What's the conversations about? Oh, you should be charging more. Oh, I want to charge more, but my clients are broke. I want to charge $900 for a house call. Oh, I don't really like doing this anymore. I kind of want to do something else. I don't like doing hair anymore. I'm like, cool. I'm just there type shift. Anyway, she gets to cutting this part off. Because these are French curls. The hair comes along. And I wanted a bob. So she starts cutting it off. Genuinely, this is how she went to cut off my hair. These are scissors. She's doing like this, in front of my face, like this. Like what? There's no reason for scissors to be this close to my face. I thought this young woman was about to gouge my eyes out. Cool. She finishes. I go home. I'm chilling at my house. I click on her story because she posts pictures. Because she took pictures of me, so I'm expecting for my pictures to be posted, all right? She posted my picture, all right? Then, right after, she says, I really like doing French curl bob braids, but y'all people with line manes need something about girls having line manes should not be able to, she doesn't want to do that. She doesn't like doing girls with thick hairs, French curl bob braids. I'm sorry. That's what sent me over the edge. I can't control that. 1, 2, you're a hairstylist. You should be expected to do every single hair type under the sun. Fuck. I'm sorry, my mom blessed me with some thick hair. Fuck, saying I have a line mane. It's that's obviously about me. My photo was the first thing, and right after, she's talking about how she can't do girls' hair with thick hair. I already had to blow my own shit out. You didn't even blow my hair out. I had to do that at home. Girl. Oh, and these were about $300, by the way. $300. I think they were around $275. I left about a $10 tip. Because I'm a cuck and I can't leave a service provider without sending a fucking tip, even though she fucking pissed me the fuck off. Now, mind you, her studio was not clean. There was shit on the floor, there was shit on the shelves, there was shit in her workspace. It was not cute. And I'm not going to tag her because as a service provider, I know what it's like. Having a video like this made about me would be my worst nightmare. I'm gonna be honest. And then secondly, I don't know if this is her only stream of income. It might be. I know it's hard out here. I'm not gonna do that to her because she does good work. But I feel like as service providers, we should do better. As Atlanta hairstylists, we should do better. And as the Black community, we should do better. Because why is this normal? I was expecting this when I came in. I was expecting this. I don't think I've ever gone to an Atlanta hairstylist and there hasn't been at least something. There's always something. My people. Like, we need to do better. Like, as a community that takes so much pride in our hair, why the fuck are our hairstylists treating us like this? What?
Okay, so on the caption of this video, this lady did not tag the hairstylist, but obviously people knew who she was because a lot of people were tagging her in this video's comment section. Anyway, we're going to go to the hairstylist response, but just talking about what this lady said. She said the hairstylist posted on her story, she hates making hair for girls with thick hair. I mean, guys, what do you expect? You're a hairstylist. Obviously, people with different type of hair types are going to be booking with you. It's not their fault their hair is scanty or thick or long or short. You know, some of them can't control those things. And posting this girl's video just above that write-up is not professional at all. It's like you're shading your clients. You're shading someone that's responsible for paying your bills. If that's like the only thing you do, that's not nice. But yes, the hairstylist responded not with one video. She actually responded with 3 videos, guys. The first one, which is a video of the girl with her hair. Now let's get right into that. The hair is actually beautiful. It just looks a little bit too full for me. But come on now, where's the professionalism? We your dress code. Anyway, let's get right into her second response video.
Good morning, guys. I'm on here to address a video that was made about me yesterday. Before I start, anything that I say in this video has already been pre-discussed with the client, but I just wanted to clear up everything that was said in the video. So the first thing that was addressed in the video was me texting her in the morning and asked her to come at 8:30. I woke up, I think at like 7 on the dot, or like 7:15ish, and I texted her and I said, "Good morning, can you please come at 8:30? I'll insert a screenshot." I asked her if she could come at 8:30 because I was genuinely like extremely exhausted. I have a filter on because you can even see it in my face. I work a lot. I work 6 days a week, 10 to 12 hours a day. I'm always tired. But I do understand that if you set your appointment at a certain time, then that is your time slot. Which is why I asked instead of like stating like, "Oh, you need to come at 8:30." Because if she would have told me like, "Can we please stick with the original time?" then that would have been fine. But once I texted her, I noticed I didn't get a response within the first couple of minutes, and I didn't want it to get too close to her appointment time, so I called her, and I asked her if she'd come at 8:30, and she said, yes, that's fine. I understand if she felt like me asking her to come at 8:30 was unprofessional. I can take that, and I can accept that, but I don't like the fact that it was portray it as a hey boo text because it wasn't that at all. And if in turn she had told me she wanted to still come at 8 a.m., I literally would have got my behind up and made sure I made it here at 8 a.m. So the next thing that was said in the video was that I showed up in a sports bra, sweatpants, and a robe. You guys, this is what I had on. So this is obviously not a robe. I'm not sure why that was said, but it kept cutting off. But so yeah, this is obviously not a robe. It's actually my favorite sweater, but due to this video, I no longer even want to wear it to work. So I dress pretty much the same every day when I come to work. It's always sweatpants, like a crop top, and either a jacket or a sweater. I never really thought I would have to explain why I dress the way I do, but I don't mind. The building that I work in is either extremely cold or extremely hot. There isn't really any in-betweens, and it's unsafe to have a space heater on in here all the time because it's just, you know, like a whole thing in the building. So I dress the way that I do to make sure that I can ensure that I'm comfortable while I'm servicing my client. Like I said, I work 10 to 12 hours a day. I start at 7 and I finish around 7. So, but from 7 in the morning to 7 at night or in the afternoon, like the temperatures change drastically. And we live in Atlanta. So it's like a, if you know, type thing. But yeah, it's very hard to gauge how to dress. And so I dress comfortable. For me, honestly, y'all, like there's really no other way for me to put it. I also experienced like extreme hot flashes while I'm braiding, and there has been multiple times where I've almost passed out. So I dress the way that I do in order for me to be able to take things off if I get too hot and also put things back on if I get too cold. This is just what works for me, and honestly, I wish I could sit up and tell y'all that that'll change, but it won't. Like, this is just what works for me in my space. So one of the next things that was said was that once I initially told her good morning when she came in, I didn't speak to her after that. That is in fact true. So once she said good morning, we came in, I started her appointment. I didn't say much. I wasn't picking her out of all of my clients to just not speak to. This is something that happens very frequently, and I will tell you guys why. A lot of days, like I feel like I have to keep reiterating this. A lot of days I am extremely exhausted and tired, and I genuinely do not have it in me to have a conversation. Is this something that I can communicate to the client in order for them to not be confused or feel uncomfortable? Absolutely. I could absolutely say, hey, you know, like, I don't want you to think I'm being rude or anything. I just genuinely do not have it in me to really hold a conversation right now. So that's my fault on my end. I should have said something. My intentions were never to make her uncomfortable at all. Like I said, this is something that is frequently done with other clients. And not once has anybody ever said that they were like uncomfortable with the silence or anything. But I do understand everybody is different. I can't remember if this was the next thing that was said right after, but she did mention, she said that I had friends in here that were like in her face and I was complaining about not wanting to do hair anymore and about like charging $900 per client. You know, like she said she didn't want to really be in the midst of that conversation. I 100% agree that you should govern your conversations around clients. And in that moment, I was venting to a fellow coworker. It was one person. It wasn't a group of people. It was one person who was in here for about maybe 7 to 10 minutes. And I was venting to her about my business. So as far as the $900 statement, because it was very vague in the video and it makes me sound crazy, this is what I actually said. I was telling her that I would like to get to a place where I can only do one client a day because of how exhausted I am now with the work schedule that I have put in place for myself. And I said the only way for me to be able to take one client a day and still like make what I make now would be to charge $900 per client. And of course, the next thing I said was, and that's unrealistic for me because the clientele I have, like, that's not, you know, like everybody has a certain clientele. She said in the video that I was calling my clients broke. I did not, in fact, call them broke. I didn't use the word broke. I said that $900 in my clientele, like I can't charge my clientele $900. And that's just honesty. Because can I afford a $900 hairstyle? Yes. Would I want to pay that? No, not necessarily. So everything I said was like honest, but the way that it was portrayed in the video makes me seem like I was just like being a B word and like almost talking mess about my clients. And I promise I wasn't. Like I I wouldn't even do that. Like, and especially in front of another client, like that just wouldn't make sense. But I do agree that I could have chose another time to vent instead of right there in front of my client, especially when me and her already weren't communicating. Like, she already felt uncomfortable. So for that, I do apologize, and I did apologize to her for that in private. Okay, another thing that was said was the gel. I do agree that I do use a heavy amount of gel. But if at any time during the appointment, if she would have said like, hey, could you please use less? I promise y'all it would not have been an issue. Like, I wouldn't have got mad. I would have just said, yes, that's fine. And I would have been careful and cautious about the amount of gel that I was using on her head. Not once throughout the appointment did she ever say anything. And that was at least a 5 to 6 hour appointment. She also made a comment about when I got done doing her hair and when I was cutting it and the way that I was cutting it. Y'all, I would never. I would like the way that it was said was I almost gouged her eyes out. That is insane. That actually is crazy. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. So for the boho French curl braids, I literally cut everyone's layers the same. And again, if at any point during that process, if she felt like I was maybe too close, even though I'm very careful and you have a different point of view, like if she's seen me in front of her with scissors, but me as a stylist, opposite point of view, like she could see it closer than it actually is. And that's totally understandable. But if at any point, if she would have said like, hey, I feel like it's too close. So, I would have been very careful about the way that I was doing it. Honestly, a lot of things in that video were very exaggerated and some things were untrue. And I feel like it was all just literally like a calculated plot to tarnish my business, if I'm being honest, you guys. Like, she did have some valid points and I did apologize where I was wrong. But that whole video was extremely exaggerated. I promise that is not a true reflection of my character or who I am as a service provider as a whole. The last thing that I would like to address, which I feel like honestly sparked this whole TikTok, was the post that I made on my page. So I posted her hair and then I made a post and I was like, I want to do more French curl bobs, but y'all have lion's manes. Where are the semi-bald headed clients at? I added a lot of emojis because I thought that that would be a clear indication that it was strictly banter and a joke. Most of my clients have a lot of hair, a lot of thick hair. And I understand that you cannot control how much hair you have, your length, your density. Like, I understand that. The post was not about her at all, y'all. I have been doing hair for years. I am much smarter than to make a post about somebody knowing that they're going to see it. And I literally just did her hair. But I do understand from her point of view how she could have thought that it was about her, so I do not fault her for that. The only thing is I feel like a text message could have been sent to me before any of this reached the internet, and I would have gladly explained and apologized for any and everything that she felt was wrong during her service. Because at the end of the day, you are paying me and we're helping each other. I'm servicing you and you are paying me, which is helping me to provide for my lifestyle. So again, you guys, I just want to clear everything up. I am not how that video made me look. I promise I am not, y'all. I have just been so tired that I know I can come off a certain way to my clients, and I'm sorry to anyone who may have felt even similar to how she did.
So, hearing these, I don't even know what to say. First of all, let me just even go straight to the point that looks obvious. She showed us what she was wearing in this response video, but in the video where she was filming the girl, it was a different thing. It was literally a brat up. Now, that aside, why do I feel like she's accepting all the blames and gaslighting the clients for coming to talk about it? Yes, of course, I agree. Such differences should have been done offline. I'm not a fan of bringing your business to the internet and involving a whole lot of people when honestly it could have been settled offline. But since it's online, the clients did not tag this hairstylist. But guess what? This hairstylist tagged her in her video. I feel like she's trying to gaslight the clients for all her complaints. And it's like, I understand people are different. Okay, so let's talk about the part where she said she would have reduced the amount of gel she puts on her client's hair. Now, if your client is that kind of person that don't like to complain, because there are a lot of people that don't like to complain, which is bad. So if your client is that type that don't like to complain and that amount of gel on her head, she won't say anything. But I feel like as a hairstylist, you're supposed to know when the amount of gel you're using is enough or too much. Even though she said the clients exaggerated the video, I mean, guys, it is what it is. Both of them have come to say their own parts. And yeah, now a lot of people were faulting this hairstylist in her comment section, saying so many things. And she told them, if you've not sat on my chair, you don't have a reason to talk to me, literally. Let's get right into the video, guys.
Now, y'all know when I said this is what I had on in my last video, that I was talking about my cardigan, aka the robe. I know good and well I had on a sports bra when I did her hair, and I already said why I had it on. So unless somebody's gonna come fix the temperature inside my building, the temperature outside, or pay my $900 suite rent, I don't care. Like, there's no other way for me to say that. I don't care. And for the last time, the post wasn't about her. 90% of my clients has long, thick hair. That's not even... I'm not even going... That's the dumbest. Like, the dumbest. Y'all really trying to drag it. I'll do anybody's hair, mama, like I've been doing for the past 8 years. It doesn't matter. I can't help if somebody has a sense of entitlement and has made an assumption and then went to tarnish my business based off an assumption when you could have texted me. I would have rather you send me a nasty text. But hey, I can't control what other people do. I got used for a creator's fund. I'm not gonna lie, she ate that little one too. But as far as the people on here saying stuff about me, these are people who you don't really know much about here. You especially don't know me. You're too deep. You're too deep into this internet stuff. I'm not gonna lie. To see grown women just going along with what somebody says about somebody that they have no, like, you don't know me. You don't know me at all. My entire clientele is standing behind me. My clients know who I am, and those are the only people's opinions that I care about. So, to all of y'all with these real strong opinions, you need to book an appointment or be quiet. How about you come see for yourself? How about you come see me in my robe? How about you do that? So all these, oh, but you lied about having on... I ain't lie. Y'all just listening wrong. Y'all just listening wrong. Y'all want me to have lied, but I didn't. So, everybody be blessed. No, my comments will not be on. I do not care what the aunties and the ignorant people have to say about me. And it's so I'm unprofessional narrative. Y'all could just go ahead and kill that. I'm not unprofessional. Me and her simply just didn't vibe. And that's fine. But it got drugged into this whole unprofessional narrative. I'm not finna let y'all slap that on my name. I have not maintained my business for as long as I have by being unprofessional. Mama. It never gave that. And my entire clientele knows that. Okay? My problem was my communication at the appointment. Leading up until the appointment, my communication was fine. Or else she would have never made it into my chair. Okay? As much as she had to say, if I was that unprofessional, we would have never even made it to her appointment day. So let's kill that. And how about y'all just say, I need to work on my communication. But to anybody looking for a hairstylist, I am very nice. And in the future, I will communicate if I do not want to talk or if I'm having a bad day. And come book me. Because I'm not in the group with these ATL stylists, regardless of what literally one person has to say about me. I will not be grouped with them people. I don't act like that. An off day does not determine who I am as a whole. And anybody who I've serviced can tell you that. So y'all be blessed. This is my last video. Because I'm not going to keep it to say to y'all. And everybody have a good day. And one thing she does not need is a refund for them braids. Which is why I posted it. Because you got your money's worth. Okay? You got your money's worth.
Talking about the price for the braids. I mean, guys, you guys are out here spending cool money on hair. $300 for that? Oh my god. I mean, what is happening? Is this like the new norm or like I'm missing something? But yes, I mean, I feel like this video brought out her true personality, if you get what I'm talking about, because the other video is just trying to keep it cool, but this video, she was just doing her thing, being her real self. So she's telling everyone that's talking about this whole situation, unless you're sitting on her chair, unless you've booked with her, you don't have any right to air your opinion. Wow. Now, this is what I think about this. I just feel like, yes, obviously, they both started off on the wrong vibe. Not talking to your clients for the first time just after greeting them is weird to me. If I was to do someone's hair for 5 to 6 hours, it would be hard for me not to talk to you about something. And that kind of silence is very uncomfortable. Except the client tells me, I'm sorry, I do not want to involve myself in any conversation. I'll zip my mouth. But if not, I'm going to try to make you comfortable. And the only way I can do that to me is by bringing up little talks or just asking you, how is the hair going? Hope it's not painful. Are you okay with this length? There's so many other things I want to talk about in this video, but like the video is already getting long, so let me just end it right here. But yes, beautiful people, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Do you think hairstylist is gaslighting the clients, or did the clients, over exaggerate her experience? Let me know in the comments, guys. And yes, I've come to the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, do not forget to give the video a fat thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, consider subscribing, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.